One of the new questions on the SPQ form: does an ADU really exist on the property? Many people may now be using the term ADU loosely or as a general term to indicate, well, there's a separate structure on the property. But is it officially an accessory dwelling unit? New question number 8D addresses that issue. If the seller answers yes, that there is an ADU, then they must answer the next two questions. Has there been a permit issued or some kind of government approval? That is a key question. Also, are utilities separately metered? This is important because if you're planning to rent out the ADU, you may need to figure out how to allocate the utility bills if there are no separate meters, and will most likely have an effect on the rental value by taking that into consideration. Now, the buyer may have an interest as to what is being disclosed on these new questions because of a new law that was signed on October of 2023, allowing for ADUs to be separately transferred as a condo. Now, you heard that right. Assembly Bill 1033 grants local authorities to allow for the separate conveyance of an ADU like a condominium. But there are several conditions. First, the city or county must obviously adopt an ordinance to allow this. Now, the process to establish the condominium must comply with the Davis-Sterling Common Interest Development Act, which means you must have rules and regulations, CC&Rs, etc. Most likely, the owner will have to hire an attorney for all of this. The process must also comply with the Subdivisions Map Act, which will eventually give the ADU its own parcel number. And if the owner has a mortgage against the property, the lender must consent to the establishment of a condominium, most likely because of their acceleration clause on their promissory note. Now, there will most likely be more changes on the SPQ coming in June due to a new flipper disclosure law that will be in effect July 1st of 2024. Any seller who accepts an offer within 18 months from the date when title was transferred to them must disclose repairs, renovations, room additions, structural modifications that were performed by a contractor, including any permits. They must also provide the name and the contact information of the contractor. If you currently work with investors that are flipping properties, they will try to convince you that they don't need to fill out the statutory disclosures like regular sellers do. Some of them even try to claim exemption. On the contrary, they are even more responsible to disclose what they know, especially the work they are carrying out on the property. Friends, as always, please share these videos with your colleagues. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, both under Professional Transaction. Now, see you on the next one.